Okay, like yesterday, what we have seen is how to create the sales details page and how to work on the selection binding and result binding, right? So today we will see some other features, right? Like a few other features we haven't seen. We can use to see those features like components, links, and what else we haven't seen. We haven't seen few other things also, so we can see those things. Okay, which is more important. And yeah, so let us see the component now, like how the component works, right? We can see about the component. Okay, so here we have created the dynamic binding to query the data sets to create some of the logics, like which we can set it dynamically based on the selection. Our output will change. Okay, but without any coding, there is one thing called component. We can do achieve it through component also. Okay, so let us create a simple component. Okay, create a new component, and then whenever we create a new component, it will take to the next page. Okay, so here we can set the background color and the cutters color also, so the same thing will be applied, and the component properties also we can set if required. Okay, so like I said, here we have done some bindings to achieve this, right? But without bindings, how we can achieve it through the component? Okay, I'm adding one graph here, which is going to give me the sales data set, where I'm going to say some sum of amount. Okay, sum of amount, and it is being displayed through created date, year and month. Okay, okay, since we have only 1 month data, okay, this won't be a perfect example. Let us take some other thing from the widget. Okay, let us take the account type. Okay, and this will be one particular graph where it says account type. Okay, so we can add the heading also, and this displays account type wise details, so we can mention this. Okay, in the page name, and we can add the heading amount by account type. Okay, so it gives us the account type information, and we don't want to show this measure title here, so from the bar chart I'm just removing it. Okay, I'm saying as none. Okay, this can be there. X-axis on the top, I don't want to show the title, so the sum of title will be removed. Okay, so what I'm going to add is a new page which will give me the industry. Okay, so I'm adding the industry. What I'm doing is I'm just duplicating this chart, and can duplicate, and then I'm going to move it to page. So I need to add this page to industry, so where I've added this, and I'm changing it to amount by industry. Okay, it will give the industry related information here. Okay, and this page is not required. I'm deleting this page. Likewise, I'm just going to save a component. Okay, so I'm just saving this, and here I'm going to save it in a sales data set. Okay, this component is saved under the sales data set now. So mm, just I'm going to choose this component and click on done. So automatically you will get this component information here. Okay. So what we didn't do is like we haven't added this navigation. We need to add this navigation to switch between the pages, and we can move this to other page also. Now I'm saving it. So this has been added in the component, and we don't want to refresh the entire page. We can just refresh the content. So it has been refreshed. Okay. So now what is going to happen is when I click on industry, I'm going to get the industry related information. And when I click on account type, it is going to give me the account type information. But one thing is I did not change it to industry in the component. So I'm going to component, and wherever I have the industry, what I'm going to do is just changing the dimension column. Okay, I'm just adding it, updating it, and updating it. Okay, I'm just saving it. Again, I need to refresh it from here to get the new content. So I have refreshed here. So like I said, you can see the account type and industry. When you click here, it will change to industry and it will be changed to account type. So same thing which I did here, the same thing I have done here, but without doing any coding, right? By just clicking on one component, I was able to create this. Okay. Likewise, if you want to add any measure values, that is also possible here. So how to switch between the measures, right? So so when I click on industry, we can change that. Okay. Likewise, when you edit this component, I'm going for a new page. Okay, new page will be total by total opportunities. Okay, by um, total opportunities by industry or account by account type. Okay, just adding a new page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it. Okay, and just click here, and I'm moving it to total opportunities. Okay, here I have moved it. But one thing I did not do is I did not do this change. This also we can add it to the page. Okay, after adding it to the page, you will be getting a display like this. Okay, and once this is done, what we need to do is total opportunities. We need to change it to total opportunities instead of sum of amount. So how to do that is unique of opportunity ID. Okay, when you take this, then it will give the unique of opportunity ID. And here the heading also we need to change the heading amount by industry instead of that total opportunities by industry. So just clicking on save. Okay, we'll see what happens here in the sales dashboard. I'm just refreshing the content here. Just going to the preview mode like I did. So account type industry and total opportunities by account. Now you can see I did not change only the dimension column, but also measure column is also been changed. Okay, but there is no enough coding which has been written on it. Just I click and drag, and this component is able to create the same thing what I have created in the bindings. The same thing I'm able to create it via component. Just I need to click and drag the details. Okay, so this is one of the easiest way which we can use again. And so till now we are using only one data set, right? So I have created in the recipe, there are two data sets which I have created in the recipe. Okay. If I see the sales, I have created the opportunity data set separately also, right? And opportunity value, and see, I have created this separately also. This one using the aggregate operation. just use the opportunity. Okay, here I did not use aggregate, but here I have used account and opportunity, which is my left source here. When I join, okay, transform one is my left source, transform is coming from, okay. So we have a output two. In the output two, we have output account opportunity DS as another data set. Okay. So I'm adding this data set here. How to change the data set? Like while selecting, we need to select it from here. Okay. This data set is not yet created or what? Account opportunity. Okay, I don't think this has been run after that. Let me run this. Let us wait for this recipe to complete because we need one more data set to explain this concept. Okay. Mm, let it complete. I think it will take another 2 to 3 minutes to complete, I guess. Okay, let us not wait for this. Let me see is there any data set which you can use. Right. If there is something called data set opportunity, I will try to use that. Okay. So I'm going to add this data set opportunity. Okay. And I'm going to add total opportunities along with that. What we can add is opportunity source. Okay. And I'm clicking on done. Okay. Okay, let me make it as doc. And one more thing is, so if you see, I've added this anyway, this filter, which is going to give me the count of rows, but it is coming from a different data set. How we can check is from the query, we'll come to know what is the data set name here. Okay, we can check that. And what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to filter via country. Okay, Australia and Belgium, only these two countries is enough for me. But if you see all other charts which has been changed, but only thing is it is, since it is coming from a different data set. If you see, this filter has been applied already. Since it is coming from a different data set, there won't be a effective filter applied for this. Okay, see, if you see, there is no filter applied, it is showing the entire data as it is. But even though if it is coming from different data set also, how we can make it interactive based on billing country, source, creator date, and sum of amount. Okay, so to do that, we have a concept called connect data source. What we need to do is we need to create a new connection, and what we are going to do, okay, connection for data set opportunity. Okay, here what we are going to select is the first source, and on what column we are going to give set the selection is on billing country, and this is the second source, and we don't have a country column here ideally, so we cannot do that since we don't have the country column. Okay, and what else we have, we'll see in this. Mm, we don't have anything which is related to here. We have source is there. Let me see whether we have a source here. So here, I think I have a source. This is which one? Opportunity source. This one is a winner source. Okay, and opportunity. There should be a common column between these two things. Only then we'll be able to connect it. Okay, since I've added it. Now, even though I select country, because country column is not available in this opportunity object, so we'll be not able to filter it again. Okay. So what we need to do is we should go here and see in this data set why we are missing that country column, and we should, if we can able to add that in this recipes, we can go and add it. But source we have, but I have filtered on source. If you see, I clicked on BDR and it is filtered to BDR. So it means that whenever we are using two different data set, it should be connected. Okay, only then you will be able to pass it as a filter. Okay. So likewise, this created date will not work. The sum of amount also will not work. So if we may want to make this created date work, then go here and we need to add a new connection which should say created date. And in sales data set also, we need to do it by created date, and we need to come to opportunity data set and we need to filter by created date, and I'm saving it and closing it. So when I filter by the created date for current fiscal year and update it, the same filter will be passed to this chart also. So ideally what it means is we need to filter it accordingly and make it a connect data source. Okay, this is one approach where we can connect the two different data sets and pass the filters against it. Okay, and one more thing is the binding, right? We can use binding to filter between two different data sets. Okay, so now I did not bind anything. Suppose if I need to bind, then we can use the binding. We'll see like what are the other columns which we can use, and we can see whether we are able to bind these two filters. Okay, let me check if I have any. Okay, we have industry, right? So let me take industry from sales data set. Okay, as a new column, and I'm just duplicating it since I don't want to waste much time. I just now need to, it will come from the same data set, so I just need to change the column name from opportunity source to industry. Okay, I'm selecting the industry now, and I just update it. So I need to update the name also here to industry. Okay, just doing the same thing again. I'm just trying to filter, but it will filter all the sales data set, but it will not filter the opportunity data set. Okay, because you can see there is no filter passed here. Even if I click on show details here, you will be able to see there is some industry passed here, but here it is not been passed. So how to pass the value here? Okay, so now you know. Okay, mm, That column has been disabled because I pressed the undo button. Okay, I need to add it again. So if you understand the concept, ideally, even though if I'm trying to filter that particular column, only sales data set is getting filtered, but opportunity data set is not getting filtered. Okay, I think it should be here. Yeah, it should be here somewhere. Okay, the industry data set is not able to filter it, the industry column. Okay, to make it filter, we can do it in connect data source. It is very simple. Go here, add industry column and join two different industry column. Else, I will tell you how to bind it. Okay, we can do the binding also. Yeah, I'm taking this and go to the advanced editor. It can be done in two ways. One is that particular way, another one is this way. Okay, industry. Copy this. Go to the query and we will add on filter. We'll try to add on filter for industry. We don't have industry column also here. And okay, we are not having the industry column. Okay, let me explain the same thing based on the data source column. Okay, so here we have the source column. So what I'm going to do is from here, I'm going to delete this source column. So once I delete this, then again, this particular column will not work for the below chart. Okay, so how to do it using the binding? Okay, so I need to take this query. What is this query name? I need to find this query and I need to go here, add some filter for account source. Account source also not there. Okay, opportunity source. Okay, and adding a filter, just updating it. Okay, and here I'm going to bind it dynamically. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to select this campaign status. Need to select a particular column, opportunity source. So I'm using this column. Okay, and it is a selection. So I'm changing it to selection. So in the query in the filter here, I'm just adding this condition. Okay. It says invalid binding function. Let me check what is invalid here. Column campaign status selection. Campaign status. Opportunity source. The selection. So initially, right, there is nothing being selected. So there is nothing, it is been coming up. But when I select something, then it should pass here, the values. Okay. And what is the problem is it is taking one more double quotes here. So I think this. Ideally, what it is happening is it is passing the value, but it is passing in a different way. If you see, it is passing equal to alliances. Okay, which is ideally wrong. So we need to change this. in the query. So what we can do, let us go to the query mode and we'll try to change it. Okay. Since there is a binding, it is not accepting any change. First of all, we'll remove this binding. So we'll remove this binding for now. Add this as AE. Okay. Just do one thing. We'll convert this to the query. Okay. Run this. And okay. It should not be equal to. Should be in. Now you can see this particular filter is getting passed here. So whatever we are selecting is getting passed here. Okay, based on our selection, all these values will be passed here. Okay, this is how without using the connect data source, but but using the bindings, you can easily pass the values here. Okay, so initially it will give null error because it is not able to pass any null values. So what you need to do is we can check the initial selections and set to any other value, right? Once you do that, then you will be able to see the results always. Okay, and this is one thing. Okay, and there is one more important thing like which we need to see, and with that, according to me, this complex dashboard development will be over. Okay, I think this one will be the table view where I'm going to create some values table for you. Okay, and how to create a values table. Okay, go here and click here and create a not charts ideally, it should be a values table. Okay, when you click here, you'll be able to generate some values table here based upon our selection. So we can keep what are the columns is required, only the required columns we can click here, keep it here. So what I'm going to keep is I'm going to keep only the opportunity ID, opportunity ID here, and this is for the data set. This is for the data set opportunity. Okay, so I'm adding it and click on done. And once I do this, like I can set the spacing, everything, and fit to widget will be fitting it to widget. And I can set the theme. I'm going to set this particular theme here. And here it gives what is the opportunity amount and what is the installation status, what is the account ID and what is the amount and what is the expected amount, what is the fiscal year. All those details will be provided here. Okay. So after doing it, I want to update some values for this opportunity, right? Otherwise I need to open this opportunity record in a Salesforce, because only then I will come to know for which record which values are being getting updated, right? For that, what I need to do is I need to get this data set name, opportunity data set. Okay, go here, go to opportunity data set and edit this data set. Okay, and once you edit this, there is an option for configure options. Okay, we can select this, and based on opportunity ID, I'm going to do some action. Okay, here, what is the ID I need to select? This will be opportunity ID. And what is the display fields? For which display field I need to do is for opportunity again, opportunity ID. Okay, here there is an open a Salesforce record, open a record. Okay, I can specify as open a record. Okay, and from here perform Salesforce action, where I can choose the actions, like what are the things I need to do. I need to do an email, I need to change an email owner, and I can create a logger call, I can link, and I can create a new case, new event, new contact, and new task, and something I can post, and I can something question. Okay, these are all the activities I'm going to do when I go here in this data set. Before doing it, just save it. Okay, and again go here and just refresh it. Okay, yeah, once it is refreshed, now again you can move to the details page and you can go to the details tab. Now you can see there is a drop down appearing here. What it will tell us, like it will give us all the actions which we selected here. Suppose if you want to open a record, just click here. You can see this, how this opportunity object is been appearing here. Values for this opportunity has been linked, and you can get all the opportunity related information. What is this opportunity? What is the account name of this opportunity? When is this opportunity is, and what are the details, and what is the next step it is going to proceed until the completed state, and what is it amount, and what is it probability. Everything you can see from here when just opening this record from here. Instead of navigating between different pages, you can directly open it from here. And if I want to assign any task to my teammate, what I can tell is, like, see, I'm just going to create a new task from here, and subject is I'm going to send it as an email, and I'm going to give a due date here as Monday, and search contact. I'm there, so I can search only my contact now in this. Otherwise, if I want to create a new contact, I can create a new contact, and I'm assigning it to Akil Kumar, and status I'm setting as in progress. And what I'm going to give here is, like, I can give some task saying that mm, all these details, and I'm just saving it. It means that I'm assigning some task to Akhil, saying that to complete this task or see this opportunity, what are the things we need to track here. Without navigating to any pages, I'm just giving some tasks here. If I want to send some WhatsApp information, that is also possible from next release. They are integrating WhatsApp here, so we can send it through WhatsApp also. Now there is a mail, there is a call, and there is a task which I can create, and there is an event I can create, and there is a new case if I need I can create. And if I want to email something from here, just by clicking here, and I can send an email also. Okay, that is also possible from here. By clicking an email, I can send an email also. Okay, and suppose if I want to add any of the video instructions from here, right? That is also possible here. Mm, what I need to do is I can add on video here to identify this, just an onboarding video, and resource title would be Einstein training, and I need to just provide the resource URL. Okay, training for Einstein analytics from YouTube, right? From YouTube. Okay. So here I need to go here, just click this video, right? And from this settings, by clicking on share, I might get this embedded URL, but this embedded URL will not work. You need to click on this embed. I need to copy the URL from here. Okay. So see this. To copy this, and I can give the resource URL here. I go here. See, I have embedded this here. So I think when I click here and I have an option to learn, when I click on learn here, automatically this video will be playing for me. I don't want to switch to YouTube page. From here only, all these details will be getting played for us. Okay. So ideally what they can do is, if any resource then you want to learn anything, if you suggest, if you want to learn, you can create on short video. You can either put it to YouTube, or you can put it your cloud environment, and you can just save it here. So ideally when they go to this particular chat, they will be adding with this link, and when they hover on this, right, they will have an option to learn. Just they need to click here ideally, so they will be able to see this video also from here without navigating to any other links. They can see all those videos from here. Okay, that is also possible. And these are all the main concepts, like which I would like to cover as a dashboards essentials. And I think I have covered all those topics. If you have any doubts, then you can ping me. And that's it about the dashboard development and of complete dashboard development. And there is only one session left, that is on the securities, that we'll have it on Monday, and we'll wind up the session. Okay. Yeah, thank you guys. Like if you have still have doubts, or if you want to practice something, you can go ahead and practice on this. Okay. And if you still have doubts, you can reach out to me. Okay. So any doubts for today? Anyone who have tried this already?
Yes, and actually we'll try the dashboards
Hmm.
by coming Saturday and Sunday.
Hmm.
If any doubts, I'll let you know.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Like you can ping me. Like if I'm available, I can message you, or we can talk on Monday, right?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, thank you. Anyone
Thanks.
else? You have any other session doubts or something? I know everyone will be busy, but I need you guys to try. Only if you try, you will get the doubts, okay? Otherwise, it looks simple, but even the small task will look complex when you try this, okay? Yeah. So that's it. If you need hands-on, then keep trying it, okay? Okay, guys. Bye for now. We can see tomorrow. Then if there is any questions, okay? If there is any questions, you can put it on chat also. But as of now, I don't see anything on chat. Okay, let us wind up for today. Bye, guys. Take care. I will upload the session. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.